Fafnir the Firestarter. Fafnir the Firestarter is a similar champ. Like, I just chose a different name, but he actually is kind of similar to Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon, I guess, because I kind of like the idea of using like his gas-fueled sword in a way and creating abilities out of that. So for his passive is he has a gauge above his head. This gauge fills up as he uses gas from both his Q and his W. And when this gas is full, of course he can use ultimate, which his ultimate will be able to be used at level 6, but is like always going to be able to be used when his gauge is full. And the gauge fills up pretty, kind of fast, especially the more he uses his gas, the more he can use his ultimate. Yeah. And of course, every time he levels up, he will gain a greater container of gas capacity in his both Q and W, and a larger gauge to fill a little bit. But it's all, yeah. Anyways, so his Q is to toggle to turn on his flame sword. So basically he does normal basic attacks, and then he can press Q to enlight his fire sword. This will greatly increase the damage and burn them for true damage over time. His W is the gas aspect. He will toggle his sword the other hand. During this time, he's not really allowed to basic attack, but he can toggle it to let the gas out. This gas will actually slow the opponents and will blind them if they're caught in it for the first, like, it's just hazy. I mean, they can kind of see, but it's kind of like spotchy, I guess. It's not a full clean picture. Both of these fuel, he can use it out however he wants. He can only use half of it and a little bit of it, but just all I'm gonna say is it regenerates slowly over time. Not too slowly, but okay. So you would think that the Q would ignite the fire, but no. So for his E has a passive, and the passive is every third basic attack that he puts on the person, he gains 20% gas on his Q and W. It refills itself. For E though, he lights an area around himself. He just kind of sparks it, and this will burn any gas that he created near him, creating a giant explosion of all the gas. So he can make a huge explosion. This explosion can knock back champions who are on the outer rim of it. On the inside, it does more damage to them because they're getting blown up for all around you. If there is no gas around him, he'll just light a certain area around him. Any champions that are already lit on fire they will reset the flame kind of on them, and it will deal more damage upon them. So for his ultimate, for his passive, he fills up the gauge, and now his ultimate is an action of summoning his dragon, actually. So he selects a target, any target, and this can even be towers. Any target, legit. If he wants to waste it on a minion, he can waste it on a minion. It's like, oh, I gotta get that cannon. But no, he can select any target he wants. It will never miss. Toothless will never miss, unless Zonia's, of course, and something like that. Because, yeah. It will never miss, and he deals 100% true damage to the target. Since it's a powerful shot, seriously, the dragon's swooping in and doing one shot real quick. So the target would also be knocked back. And, of course, it's just he selects the target, and then Hiccup can just, keep moving around like nothing. Yeah, seriously, it's pretty dope. And this could happen whenever his gauge is filled. So as long as he keeps hitting those minions, getting his gas full, using his gas and stuff, he can get this gauge full every 20 seconds, and just and 100% true damage. That might be a little OP, so it could be 50% or whatever, but still pretty freaking crazy that he can just use his swooping and dragon. And thing is, it'll never miss because it's like a freaking dragon.